What is going on, fight fans and full-time family? I wanted to make this video because it was such a good fight. But Beneil Dariush over the weekend at UFC on ESPN Plus, he took on Scott Hot Sauce Holtzman, and he got a highlight reel knockout for the ages. This was one of the cleanest spinning back fist knockouts we've seen in quite a while, and that is just a casual fan's dream. If you've ever talked to a casual fan, and like a super casual fan, let me tell you this story, man. I was at work a couple of years ago, and one of my coworkers knew, I kind of had my little YouTube channel where I talked MMA, and he was this dude. He almost reminds me of somebody from like Duck Dynasty or something, one of those type of motherfuckers. And he walked up to me, he was like, "Hey man, hey, what do you think about the spinning back fist?" And this dude is just super casual, and it was at that moment that I knew a spinning back fist was a casual's dream. And so I always think about that when I see someone attempt one, like, oh, the casuals just went crazy. So the casuals probably had their first MMA orgasm if they were watching UFC on ESPN Plus, and they were watching Beneil Dariush versus Scott Holtzman, because Beneil Dariush is dangerous, but so is Scott Holtzman. This was a legit fight. Beneil Dariush, though, man, he's got title aspirations. He's trying to climb up, and I could see him for sure. The way he's growing, in all aspects of mixed martial arts, he for sure could challenge for the title one day. With that being said, he came in a couple pounds overweight against Scott Holtzman in this fight, which really put a damper on things. That fucking sucks, because Beneil Dariush had Scott Holtzman hurt, and the way he finished him off, he just threw a spinning back fist that just knocked him out. Walk off spinning back fist KO from Beneil Dariush. It was extremely impressive. 100% takes the cake for the $50,000 bonus, unless you miss weight. If you miss weight, you can't get a bonus. That was probably one of the most expensive weight cuts. I mean, missing weights that Beneil Dariush has ever had. Like, that was a expensive lesson right there. $50,000 down the drain because he missed weight by a couple of pounds. And to be fair, everyone's cutting weight a little different due to COVID. You don't have access to the sauna as long as you used to have it. You're doing things a little differently. But everyone else is making weight. So, it's no excuse. Beneil's not making any excuses. He's saying he doesn't deserve the $50,000. He actually said that the $50,000 should go to his opponent. He knew that the spinning back fist deserved $50,000, but he said, "Hey, give it to my opponent." You know what I'm saying? The UFC's not going to do that, of course. They might give him a little something, but they ain't going to give him $50,000 for being on the receiving end of that spinning back fist. But Beneil Dariush, the thing about him, and the positive, even though he's not getting the $50,000, that highlight's going to be there forever. You know what I'm saying? He's going to get more than $50,000 in off of that knockout, even if it's not through a direct bonus, just from it being on his highlight reel. You know what I'm saying? Sponsorships, all type of stuff come when you get viral knockouts like that, and it was extremely impressive. So with that being said, I'm happy. You know what? Let me tell you where I'm at on Beneil Dariush. I'm happy for him. I'm becoming a fan. My first introduction to Beneil Dariush was when he fought Michael Johnson probably 4 or 5 years ago, and in my opinion, that was a very bad robbery. If you go back and watch that fight, it was before Michael Johnson even fought Nate Diaz. I remember, like, what the fuck did the judges just smoke tonight? Like, oh my god, because Beneil, it was one of those robberies where it makes me root for Michael Johnson in the future and root almost against Beneil Dariush, because you can be on the receiving end of such a robbery. It's like, oh, clearly they want you to win for some reason. So that made me kind of really, I didn't really care for Beneil Dariush. But seeing him grow into, who he's become as a fighter, he's a legit mixed martial artist, well-rounded, respectable, tough, high-level fighter, and that's cool, man. So with that being said, I'm a fan of Beneil Dariush. Hey, it is what it is. Let the full-time family know what you think in the comments or in the Discord. Link is in the description. I'm out.